We currently know the Deep South's netball team as the Southern Steel, but before Otago and Southland merged together in 2008 to make this franchise, Invercargill's netball fans cheered for the local side, the Southern Sting, and they had plenty to cheer about over its 10 years in the National Bank Cup.
We are the champions!
Making the final every year and winning the prestigious trophy 7 times.
You know, because we won at the end of the Coca-Cola Cup and also the end of the National Bank Cup, we have both the cups, so we think we're quite good.
You know, you hear people say winning is a habit, and it totally is. When you've just got so much confidence in each other, you know when you're put in that pressure situation, how people in your team react. You know how to win when you how to hold on to ball. And yes, some people sing, boring, you know, they play this safe netball. It won 7 titles, so you can't tell me that was boring because we got to have the ticker tape parade. But to me as well, it was the community. The community is such a massive part of what the Sting phenomenon was just their passion. And you think of the likes of Tim Shadbolt, and he would get right behind it.
Well, in terms of the Southland region, we were the fastest declining city in New Zealand or Australia. So we were really up against it, and along came Sting.
I think when the Sting started, everything was on a bit of a slump, not just farming, and it just lifted everyone and everyone got positive. And so not only out on the farming side of things, but in the town, like everyone was repainting and restoring all these historic buildings that we had, and things just started happening, and I think a lot of it was down to the Sting.
And that fan base where people would queue for tickets, and they'd be outside overnight waiting for their tickets for this to get season's passes, and I don't think we realised just the extent of it at the time.
But it was this netball, that humble, modest sport, that triggered off the growth and prosperity of an entire region.
Just 42 players represented the Southern Sting during its 10-year span, and many of them gathered recently for its 20-year reunion, with a number of them dusting off their netball bibs to play an exhibition match against a much younger Beko Netball South team, also in honour of one of their former great players. All the money raised from the game would go towards the Tanya Dalton Foundation.
We've got 13 players involved with the 20-year reunion match. I hope we can still have 13 players at the end of it.
You can see Donna whipping around that court and probably kicking everyone's butt. I'm sure she'll tell a few people off at the same time too. And it wouldn't be a game without Bernie coming out and getting one of those intercepts.
Well, Donna said when she picked me up from the airport today that they think they're going to win, and we have to not let them, Bernie. So she was boasting that her and Nat Avellino will be the key.
If you're working with those sort of people, even though it's supposed to be a fun game, it won't be. They are competitive, and if I want to make, you know, sort of swap overs and maybe bench a few, I'll have to answer to them.
For me, it's just an opportunity to honour Tans and honour her foundation.
So I just think it's so special that the recognition of what a massive part of the Sting she was, and that people are prepared to come along and watch some old chicks play a bit of netball, and what a better cause to go to something that, you know, is so close to the heart of the Daltons.